Hello everyone. It is a Friday evening. I just got back from work and I wanted to get started on a drawing project that I've honestly been postponing for quite a while just because I've been finding it a bit intimidating to get back into drawing. This is really a test to just push myself and start the weekend off with something fun. I'm actually, I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to getting started on drawing again. It's been quite a while and I always notice that when I draw, getting back into it is a bit difficult. But as soon as I've been going for like 15 minutes, it's fine. I just have to kind of warm up. I figured I'd get started on an idea that I've had for a while. I've been wanting to make a few bookmarks. This idea, probably, I think I'm going to start with drawing a kind of library lamp for at the top of the bookmark with a pile of books underneath it. Something like that. That's just the main inspiration point, and then we'll see how it evolves as I get to drawing. So I figured I'd just draw a few library lamps, try different styles and see which ones I like, and then see about developing it further. But the goal is to just switch off, de-stress, have fun, to really start my weekend in a good way. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I wanted to give a bit of a background on where I'm at right now with drawing and how I got here. I used to draw a lot as a kid, I think a lot of us did, and I kind of unlearnt doing that when I was doing my studies, when I was doing my literature degree, and at some point I decided that I really did want to invest my time in learning to draw properly, and I managed to get into an art university here. And I was able to do the course for 2 full years, and I wasn't able to finish it afterwards, mainly because of the pandemic and just because it didn't really fit with my lifestyle. But I learned so much while studying there and drawing there, and I had such amazing teachers who showed me so many brilliant things, and I think that experience really enriched my not only drawing but just creativity in general. What I did notice is the few years after that, that I regarded drawing more as a productive thing. Like I was producing drawings, I was producing a design, and not as something that I did for fun. So my main goal with this video is not to actually just finish something really quickly or design something perfectly, but just to have fun with drawing. And I really did enjoy drawing these lamps and just sitting at the table and taking up a pencil and just going at it and not thinking too much about it. I get into this lovely zone and feeling when I draw, and I really want to embrace that more again because it really calms my mind down, and yeah, it's very meditative for me. So I'm really on the path to just relearn doing it for fun, not doing it to produce a perfect project, because that is something that I still struggle with. And so yeah, this video is kind of to help me get there. After just sketching for a bit and refining the drawings that I made, I did decide to make a little layout for how my bookmark would look and the idea that I had in my head. Not entirely convinced that's what it will end up being, but I did like just playing with the layout a bit here. So a few evenings later, I continued on with this project. It was pretty late in the evening. My husband had some friends over for D&D, and I preferred to sit upstairs and get some drawing done. And it was actually, I think, the first creative project that I worked on in the new room. We renovated this completely a few weeks ago. We used it as a bedroom while doing up our own bedroom. And now was the first time that I could actually sit there and draw. And I was so happy to be there and enjoy the space, because it's been such a long time coming that I have my own personal space to be creative. Like, this is where I'm going to be able to sew everything. This is where I'm going to keep all of my crafty bits and bobs and all my drawing supplies and stuff like that. And I'm really looking forward to designing the room a bit, because it's still echoey, it's still very empty, it's quite a big room. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to spending more time here. You can see here that I did eventually settle on some kind of layout for the bookmark, with like a library lamp on top of a stack of books of all different shapes and sizes. And I really did enjoy playing around with the different shapes of all the books. I was thinking of all of the books that I have on my bookcase downstairs without actually getting up to get them, because I didn't feel like doing that, just from memory drawing a few books. Recently saw a video where someone was speaking on how you experience time when you were drawing, and that some people feel like you can be drawing for 10 minutes and then all of a sudden 2 hours have passed, or that you've been drawing for 2 hours and you only feel like it's been 10 minutes. I find that really interesting to think on, because in my experience, when I'm drawing, I just don't feel time. It can go fast or slow depending on the day, but it feels like you're zoned out of normal time and space and just go into your own little universe where all that matters is the pencil and the paper and the shapes that you're drawing, and it really just puts my mind at ease. So I'm very happy to be getting back into it and enjoying the process and not only the finished product. a few days later, I decided I still wanted to make an invitation for the Bonfire night that I was hosting, and I really, really quickly worked up that as well. And I don't have a lot of footage of it, but I really enjoyed just messing around a bit with a really simple sketch and then working on it in Photoshop. So I thought I'd include it here. I wanted to film a quick outro for this drawing video that I made, just to recap everything that I did and my thoughts on those things. So I started off with drawing for the bookmark design that I had in mind. I absolutely adored drawing those library lamps and then the stacks of the books, and it was just such a simple, small project. I didn't end up even having a finished bookmark, but I just loved getting back into drawing something that I really enjoy, which sounds a bit silly maybe, but I really enjoy drawing books and like stacks of books. I just love that type of drawing, probably because I just love reading. I love books in general, so it just matches up with a lot of my interests. And then the second thing that I worked on was the Bonfire night invitation. That honestly took maybe less than an hour in total to do, and I just had so much fun with it. So I think all in all this, I think a few days of drawing was very successful. Well, I say a few days of actively thinking about what I wanted to do and then sitting down a few times to actually do it. It was a lot of fun. That was exactly what my point was with this video, to just have a bit of fun with what I was doing. So even though I only got like one proper project finished, like I said, that really wasn't the point of this. I just wanted to enjoy creating and drawing a bit, and that's exactly what I did. So I'm very much down for doing more of this in the future. Just the filming of it all just pushes me a bit more to like actually get to drawing. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but either way, it was a good motivator to get started again. So definitely going to do that in the future. I am going to finish the bookmark eventually. I do want to draw some Christmas cards maybe, even though we don't really, I don't think we've ever sent proper Christmas cards. It's usually just like a season's greetings. We don't even celebrate Christmas in the typical traditional way anyway, but I do love some winter themed cards. So I might do that. I have a few other ideas as well. So I'm definitely going to keep on filming drawing, and I hope other people can relax with it and maybe draw with me while watching, and just like take it down a notch in terms of having to produce certain finished items and just enjoying the act of drawing. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you in my next video.